Here, in the natural habitat, we observe the wild zoo installations. Notice how they exist. Different versions across the same ecosystem. Version 6.7, apex predator. Version 6.5, elder, slow, outdated, vulnerable to security threats. And here, fascinating, version 6.3. We thought this species was extinct, but it persists on free devices in marketing.
This is supposed to be a managed fleet, not a wildlife preserve.
In nature, diversity is beautiful.
In IT infrastructure, it's a nightmare. We wouldn't have to deal with this if we had auto apps with Iru. Andy, can you share how auto apps brings consistency instead of whatever this is?
Imagine every app your teams rely on were automatically deployed, patched, and enforced, with no effort from yourself in terms of scripting, packaging, or chasing users. That's not a dream, that's auto apps. Let's dive into Iru and let's show you how this works. Okay, so we're inside the library and we'll see the auto app section here. We have over 350 plus unique applications across the Apple and Windows platforms. But let's dive in and set up 1Password 8 for our macOS fleet. And what you'll notice is we're also packaging the background items and also the PPPC ready to go in deployment, saving you a lot of time and effort. The only thing we need to do is decide which blueprint we're going to assign our application to, and then choose our installation options. We can enforce the application across all of our devices. We could offer it in self-service, let our users install for themselves. And last but not least, we could just do an update only. So if we pick up the application as being installed by an end user, we can then take over the updates. To control the updates, we use the enforcement section. We have the version enforcements. So we can always update to the latest and greatest as soon as we see that release, or we can keep a ceiling of the version we want to update to. We're going to choose automatically enforce new updates. We're going to set the time frame to 1 month, and we'll change the local enforcement time of those apps to 5 p.m. because we don't want to disrupt our users in the middle of the day. The last thing we can do is set whether we want to have the application added to the user's dock, and you could include any pre or post install scripts if required. But that's it, let's save. Job done, auto app is now deployed and it will be patched continuously. But what does that look like for our users? Let's jump over and have a look at that. Here we are at the user's desktop. If Iru has an update available, and if the app is not running, the update happens silently. The user doesn't even know that happened. But if the app is open, they will receive a notification via the Iru agent, which sits in the menu bar. And they'll recognize that via the jellyfish and the red dot. By selecting that, they'll be able to update the applications independently or all together. Now, if they choose not to act, Iru will enforce the updates by the chosen deadline the admin has set. So, to summarize, the updates are silent when possible, respectful to the user when not, but guaranteed to be enforced by that deadline set by the admin. Now that's Auto Apps by Iru, and I'll see you next time.